coming up now. And we are live.
Yeah, I think that's where they went.
She said all you have to do is hit the red button.
I think we're good. We're good. Okay. Just in case. All right. This meeting is called to order. It is 1 minute after 7 p.m. November 2nd, 2021. Our first item on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance. Anyone like to lead us? Anyone?
Be glad to.
All right. All right, man. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there any way we could shut that blind?
Shut the blinds.
Do you mind? I'm looking at myself. It's disturbing. All right. So, obviously, the first item is the November 2nd, 2021 annual school election review and canvass absentee ballots. Who'd like to lead us?
Yes. We had the absentee election officials processed 118 absentee ballots today.
Actually, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. This is why I should take a 30-minute nap.
Oh, the minutes?
We're going to approve the meeting minutes from
I move to approve.
October 28, 2021. All those, did you have any edits? I'm sorry. All those in favor? Aye. Meeting minutes are approved. Yeah, no one needs 30-minute naps. So the next item, go ahead, Amanda. Thank you.
All right. So the absentee officials processed, canvassed 118 absentee ballots today. 16 of those were deemed irregular. 10 were determined under staff review to not be counted. And the reasons are 6 had no ID. 1 was missing the voter statement. 3 were missing information on the voter statement. 2 of those were date of birth. 1 was a signature. And then the other 6 are for commission review. 2 of them have address issues, 1 is a date of birth issue, and 3 are signature comparison issues. And those are right before you there.
Can I see your list?
You can have that list.
Thank
if
you.
want. I have it on a sticky note. You can have the type list. Yes, the no ID ones will be provisionals and they'll get a notice.
So, a staff review is actually conducted.
Yes.
Thank you. 16 were deemed irregular. Of those, 10 were deemed under staff review to not be counted. 6 had no identification. So this is actually the additional Commissioner Scott, where the staff does a second. It's really a third review to catch things since the Go
review
ahead.
that we do is where it's plain out in the law where you can't count it if there's not a voter statement. And if there's not a date of birth, if that's just blank, you can't count it. So it's all the type of stuff that's listed out. And I printed that for you, but I highlighted your area for tonight. And then like the ID ones will turn into provisional, and those voters will be mailed notice for, to make it here by Monday at noon.
Right. So these are the 6 here for commission review. 2 are address issues, 1 is date of birth issue, and 3 are signature issues.
Just shut it down. No, just go ahead and shut
He's
it
talking
down.
to me for a second.
Yes,
All right. So how would you guys like to proceed? The same way as last time?
Are they separated by reason?
They are separated by reason.
So
So
those 3 first.
we can absolutely do that. So these are the
The signature.
thank you. It's like there's something on here.
Those are the signature ones.
Okay. These are the signature issues. It says match, but it's just comparison. There are
There was
three.
one of them that
There's
had a digital signature on the absentee application. They
Okay.
actually signed the voter statement, so we didn't know which way to go with that
Match
one.
it.
Can't really match it.
Okay.
Shall we, since there's so few of them, why don't we just do them one at a time?
I was,
We just, you want to do it this way?
well, we have three, so I was thinking we could take turns and then we could come to a consensus on all three.
Jeez.
That way we're not taking so much time on each one.
This is a signature concern? This one? Double check voter signature. Okay. They signed here.
The match.
I know this person.
It looks like a digital.
I know this person, and he is ill.
Mhm. Right, it's
Very-
just
very
a,
ill.
right, and it's just a match, the whatever you think, I mean, it-
I call it okay. That's my vote is okay on this guy, but we'll pass it to the other two because it's so similar. I mean, similar enough.
Okay, let's see the issue on this one. Okay. I'm gonna trade.
Okay.
For that one. Is this the new voter statement? Okay, let's see that one. The yellow.
He didn't sign or digitally sign. Well, this is a. Isn't this maybe a military one? No?
that one's
I believe so. If it is, it'll be marked on the label with the clerk's office email and label. It'll have like MIL on
Do
there.
we
It
request
does.
a better
It does in my
copy?
L.
that's why it's digital.
Do we request a better copy of the application?
Mhm. And we might have one back here.
Because that's just a horrible copy.
I just forwarded you the absentee list. What's
That
the name on that one?
signature, I think the copy is,
Jerry Staley.
It looks kind of like a felt tip pen. I mean, it's just a horrible copy. Can we get a better copy?
I
I think that would might solve the problem there.
This is military.
the digital signature.
So it would,
Yeah.
it would also be okay.
I would like to.
I'm gonna write on here military.
Yeah, it says that. Let's check off on your copy. I don't see the signature issue on this one. Did you see the signature issue on this one?
I did.
What was the problem?
It didn't appear that the tails on the letters look a little very odd compared to this statement.
Let's see if there was ID in there.
Yeah, there's ID.
I know, the signatures.
Oh, you looked at the signature on the ID?
No, I'm just saying with the ID, that voter puts that ID in there. And
Oh,
when
this
it's
voter.
questionable, like voter intent, it's kind of,
Kind of looks almost the same as this one.
Is it cleaner?
Not really.
Pretty much about the same.
probably all
Mm-hmm.
that.
This is military.
Yeah,
so
it's-
we
it's
should,
not
we
an
should count
issue.
that, yeah. But I didn't write that on the thing.
No, that's fine.
And I don't see anything wrong with this one either.
It's a horrible copy. I don't have an issue with this one.
Take a look at this again. No, that one I didn't either.
I don't have
Let
an
me look at
issue,
that
I don't have an
again.
issue with this one. I don't have an issue with this one either.
I don't have an issue with that.
I appreciate the absentee crew bringing that before us for that decision, as they should.
This one looks like someone else signed it. That one's like a different signature.
I agree with that.
And not even like a change of signature, like someone else completely different signed it. On behalf of,
Picture the part with this part.
again. Well, these two, we all agree. Okay.
They'll be counted.
Yes. Let's go ahead and mark these up so that we can put that in. I like the thickness of it. You know, can't miss it.
Let's turn the part with this part.
I initial it. I was like,
Okay, I think we should count this one as well. I do not think there's that much difference in the signature. And it's a very elderly voter. I mean, the time between the two writing and signing the two documents is probably a month.
I think that, I don't think the issue is the fact it's an elderly voter. I think the issue is it's a completely different person signing it, because it's not a change in signature, it's not a change in signature, it's a completely different type of writing.
It looks very similar to me. And I know none of us are writing experts, handwriting experts.
One of us has actually been trained in handwriting, but
You're not certified.
no, I'm not certified, but I have been trained. But I will say that's a completely different, that looks like actually, I would say a female wrote that. But nevertheless, it's completely different. It looks like a different person
I'd
signed
vote
it.
not to count it.
And I think with the staff level review, the previous election absentee clerk, sending that over, the staff level review, it just looks like someone else signed this one. So we can, I'm gonna recommend that we do not count this one.
And I will disagree.
But,
I'll also recommend that we don't count it.
all right. I will make that noted on the record. But there was, I will make sure that
That's
it's on
fine,
there.
yes. I mean, I realize you have the majority.
Say 2-1.
That works.
All right.
Shall we
I put
initial
use,
all
I'm
of it?
sorry. No, yeah. I put yes, I meant no. Yeah, let's.
I'll put yes, I'll put my initials in yes. How about that?
That's fine. Okay.
And then Commissioner,
2 yes. So we have 2 yes on the signature and then 1 no.
okay, I've initialed all of them.
That sounds good. Try to say KM every time.
And you'll just sort those out by what our decisions are, right?
Alrighty. Well, let's do community over this one.
This is no. This is yes. Can we keep these in our piles? Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay. All right, this is 1, and this is the date of birth on the voter statement. So this is 1 issue. And I will just look at it and pass it around. Can't miss this voter statement, I tell you that. I need some thicker fake glasses. I tell you that.
Amazon.com works really well. They come in a day, you know?
Right.
Love Amazon.
I get 5 at a time because they're cheap, you know, they don't cost much and throw them away when they break.
The fake ones work better than the prescription ones.
Oh no, absolutely. And
Mm.
I just need the readers.
Yeah, that's Okay, I'll pass to my right. We do not read them. We read them aloud though, so we will at the end. They just give you a headache when you look up.
Yeah, they do. So this person put 2021 for their date of birth, and with the date, day, and month and day are correct, but not the year. I know what the rules say and then what the law says. Just have to disagree with it.
The state board.
That's all I can do is
They did
disagree.
say err on the side of at our
They
training
did say,
we
they
went
did say
to,
err on the side of the voter.
but
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
obvious that that was an accident. But their training materials say specifically that's not to be counted. Maybe it could be addressed in a future session.
Correct. So it is not compared.
What makes me unhappy about that, but
Oh gosh. I think I disagreed with that last time, but I'll let it go. It's tough.
Yep.
All right. I'm putting it over your sticker. So. All right, the next two are address issues. I guess since we just have two, I'll go ahead and just open it.
I can't believe the phones haven't started ringing.
Oh my gosh, this is good.
This department, this is hard.
okay.
Mhm.
Say that again?
You printed out the updated. Okay.
The application.
Yeah.
Oh, the
No.
updated laws,
Sure.
yes.
Okay.
And they're highlighted. The green you guys really don't care about. It's designated
Yeah.
bare. We
No.
don't have any.
I was thinking one of the things I put in there is residential voting address. To fix that issue.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that.
I thought that would
And it's
fix that
clear
issue.
On the voter statement,
I know.
but
Still,
Okay, and ma'am, what's your name again?
voting resident.
Okay, you said you went to Dunbar, correct? That's all right, I'm gonna make a note of this, I'm gonna.
Who creates the absentee application?
It's the same thing.
Secretary of State?
I'm gonna make a note of it.
do what?
I haven't seen it up, but that absentee application.
It's a-
is
it
from the
says
Secretary of
SO.
State.
SOS creates the
Yeah.
absentee application, don't they?
I believe so.
Yes, they do.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay,
Sure
I'm
they're
make
gonna
a
be
note of that. I'm gonna
revising.
make
Well, they
sure
didn't
that-
revise it.
I'm sorry, I am so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And I promise you.
Because we revised the voter statement to say voter's residential voting address and I just wish they would have made that clearer.
I can understand.
I wish they would match the exact same language.
Yeah, be helpful.
I can
So-
imagine,
There's-
sir, I am really sorry. I'll take care of this and we'll make sure.
Fix that in the
happens
law and
again,
then
okay?
they didn't fix
Thank
it
you,
on
sir.
the absentee application.
That sounds good, yes, sir. All right, if you have any problems, just give us a call, okay?
Voting residents,
Thank you, sir.
voting
You'll see what I
residents.
mean.
Mhm.
So she put her mailing address. And even did the whiteout on it.
Yeah, let me err on the side of the road.
It's another painful,
Well,
painful.
but I feel like the two forms don't match.
They don't. They don't.
And there are two addresses that compare. I don't know.
Now,
I'm torn.
when did the voters license come along? Because I do know that the county clerk's office, if they still do, they can do the year-long absentees. So we need to look, you can do a year-long absentee application. for the elderly in the nursing home and stuff, so sometimes they're done in January, so
Oh, yeah, it's an
we do
old
need to
one.
print I'm gonna check, put a little note
Because the
I'll
absent
check that
application's not
to see if they've updated it.
matching the voter statement
Yeah,
information.
that's their old record
Right.
from back last January,
Right.
or even
Unless
last
they haven't
December.
updated, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna.
Because that also changed. Hmm. So previously the law said you compare, and a lot of times we end up having to just err on the side of the voter because they would, as long as we had two addresses that compared, because they didn't understand the difference between those addresses. So clean the law to say voter's residential voting address. But the absentee application is not matching that
Makes you wonder if maybe they moved in the interim.
language.
What does the return address say on the label on that envelope?
I think it may be that it almost looks like about
Same
this
as
is
that.
too. Mhm.
41B5.
They put their mail in.
But within those two documents, the information's still the same. My issue is that on the old applications, it still doesn't have the correct information that's supposed to compare directly to this new voter statement. But the person did have the correct information.
So what you're saying is they should have put residential in the application, what I'm saying, when they made the,
Yeah,
They
see how they have the different wording? I've just lost it, but they have different wording in
Mhm.
here, and that's what is
Mhm.
confused. So they did it right on their voter statement. They did it wrong on their application. So I would err on the voter. I would err on the side of the voter on this because I think it's unfair.
it looks like,
They
it looks like that's their address, and if they were,
They did it because in the past we've always did that. They did it correct. They may have done this prior. Those are a year long. So, I mean, what are your thoughts
Yeah,
on
let me
that?
look at that application. No, I'm all for it.
And I wonder if this is the same. Do you mind if I go ahead
This
and?
is elections for all the whole calendar year. So
Yeah.
This was,
So that was
this
done prior to the law change.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at this one and see if they did this.
Oh, and the address is on here. Yeah,
Right, that's what I'm saying. They compare.
Yes,
The issue is there's different language. Verbiage is
correct.
It's changed, and they
Correct.
didn't update, the verbiage is not the
And
same on
it
the
is all on
previous.
both of this document.
Do you see what I mean?
Mhm.
We've changed the law, but
I-
so I would like to
I would
approve that.
approve that one.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
have a feeling we're gonna have the same issue, on this other one. And we just need to remember in the next week that if we have that same issue to do the same thing. Just for consistency. Thank you.
Same thing.
No,
Different.
just one different number.
That's-
Different number.
that one's going in the count stack.
Yes. think I know why this happened. I think this issue is somebody filling it out for them. And that they signed it on both sides. But someone's filling it out, all the information.
But they signed it.
They signed it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's as long as they voted their ballot. And that's one of the reasons that
And this one's supposed to have an address problem?
it's, look at the numbers.
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
You know, I normally wouldn't look at their signature on their ID, but just to make sure that that person really did their own ballot.
It looks like they're
It
like
looks
their
like they
work.
did it. I mean, and the reason is to make sure the voter, someone else didn't vote their ballot and then have them sign it, and that's the reason that you don't have someone else filling out your application and your ballot. But
A lot of people don't want to fill out all that stuff.
correct, but that's the whole point of the comparison of all the information. But I feel confident that that person did it, so I'd vote to approve that one as well.
I would also.
That's definitely her signature.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, 105.
Yeah, it's just, it's 99.99 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But this shows the public the detail that we pay attention to.
Right.
And take this all very seriously.
Yes.
Oh,
Why are you so serious?
Trying to be serious. Did you get it? You did.
You know it's serious when your Mountain Dew comes out.
Yes.
When your Mountain Dew comes out. I'm sorry, like,
This is on the website already, right?
Mhm.
I was like, where's our turnout on here? Because I can't see it.
Well, this is just early and absentee.
I know, but why does it not show the turnout on that part?
It's .16.
Okay, that's what okay. That's what I thought. I thought I was reading it incorrectly. Ooh, we might get to choose.
Those are blank ballots that are .16.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
okay. Yeah, there is no turnout on here.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong line.
I was about to say, man, how we go from 1% to 0.16?
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, that's the count, the total count.
It's not on here.
But does it say percentage on it?
Right, once the,
Well, I think
You
it
start
doesn't
counting the
necessarily do that
precincts.
when you're just
right,
doing
the
early and
election day,
absentee.
right.
Because they're not broken down into their
It's actually like-
perspective.
I can't tell you, I have to say, ever since I've been requesting this for a long, long, long time, and ever since you've been providing it, so many people have really appreciated it. So I just want to say thank you. The turnout,
Oh.
the
I
daily
like that.
turnout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, so thank you for doing that. Anybody want to read the early vote absentee numbers?
Sure. David, you want to do one school election and I'll do the other?
Be glad to. The unofficial results of the annual school election, November 2nd, 2021 in Pulaski County for the Pulaski County Special School District is 293 votes for, 186 votes against.
And that's just the early and absentee ballots.
Just the early absentee.
Okay. Commissioner Inman?
And for the Little Rock School District millage tax, for the early and absentee votes, for is 1,099, against 342.
So interesting turnout differences, right? You know? Any updates on how early voting was today for the Central Library? How was it today at the vote center site?
The vote center site,
412, I think they said.
412 total.
For the CAL's voters, and then I think they had equal number of people voting it simultaneously for the schools instead of the.
That's just this location?
Yeah, just this location.
Just this location.
I don't know the others yet.
I voted here today for both elections.
I heard it went really well.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was
a few
smooth.
people
They were lined up like,
Yeah.
tell me that it was really a seamless process here at the vote center. And everybody was really great. They thought it worked really, really well together. And I was pushing people to try it. Like, I wish I would have done it and waited and tried that today instead, so I could vote in the cows as well. Okay, so I don't want us. We do have some redistricting items. So, do you want to wait and come back and do that a little later? What do you think would be best?
Will Jody be taken away
I
to?
figured that, yeah, it'll be, yeah, pretty soon we'll have, I'm surprised that our phones aren't ringing like crazy. I don't want to say that, last time Susan did. I'll tell you on the redistricting, I added some more dates, and there's still more because the school dates are really confusing because
Yes. There's like a December 7th on Little
and
Rock.
I'm trying to nail that down because I had a school date on here, but it was off another calendar. And I need to, it's like 120 days is what you just said. And that's if they have to. Well, we know I did add Little Rock school districts because they're planning on deadline for district to change. Oh, I did that. Oh, that's it for the election. LRSD is planning on approving their school zones 11. I just put those little notes. There's more. I haven't received the feedback from the schools. Pulaski County Special School District gave me their timeline to look at, but that's when I got into all of the dates, and I really need to. I pulled the school codes, and I really meant to send those to you guys too. But they're in my redistricting folder, so I have to look at those. But the yellow dates are what we said tentatively that we just wanted to get kind of a time frame. One thing that I was wondering on these dates is the 1210 shows the first like maps due by the vendor, but do you want maps before then? Because it shows public input before. I keep getting confused on that. So
Sure. So I was trying to give them enough time to do the maps.
we did, and I needed to. We did meet with Metro Plan and Pages on Monday,
Okay.
just to review and look at what we had. And normally it takes, to put out 4 maps and work with Pages. If we provide them a date, we'll be fine, but Hans said right now, he never knows. Sometimes things come in from the cities, but he said he can actually work on this now, and of course he is, but it's probably only going to take, it seemed like it'd be like next Friday, he could have 4 drafts.
Well, so that was the kind of question.
Yeah,
So the
Kristen
reason I
gets
put that date is because the state, the Senate and House districts.
That's what I wanted to tell you.
So I was wondering if either A, they need to wait until 11/29, or B, they could go ahead and dump the data pending approval.
Here is the other thing, and I just told Amanda before this meeting, I need to tell Christy that was the takeaway. One of it is, Hans said he can pull, we were trying to find out if we could get a copy of the states, like the files, the math files, but when
They won't
Pages
let- they
checked
won't
with
let you?
his wife, they have the PDF, and Hans said, but I haven't checked with Shelby.
The interactive went up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the large PDF where you zoom in and everything. They had that, and Hans said he can lay that down with and go by that when they confirm, like when they get their final map, the 30 days, then it will show even more detail. So if he gets the lines just a little bit off, he can go back over and smooth that out.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's ideal that we use the lines that they have, even if they move just a little bit. I would prefer that we go ahead and try to pull those in for now, because I mean, even like where I am sitting in is changing. So I mean, to me, that's changing. You know what I mean? I mean, we should use that, and I want to make sure that we're pulling in all the city information. So from my understanding, like City of Little Rock's not going to be done till like December 7th, right?
Yes. And I thought I had
Is that right? But if y'all are fine with it, I would much rather have some maps ready, take the maps to the public, and let the public provide comments, and then take those comments and make changes.
When you're
With, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
okay, yeah, just hold down the power button.
I think that's a good idea, but before we go there, in the yellow here, it says for today, to approve public meeting dates and locations. We can't approve the dates until we get the location.
And that's just that was just
That was
something
just a
we
sit-
drafted.
Right.
Yeah.
But that, we need to do that, and then can't publish it because we don't have them yet, but.
Well, we're not going to need to if we're going to go ahead and get the maps. But that was kind of like a push to see, because I had spoken to Melinda about finding some, because it's really going to be hard because we're in these elections. But if we're done by the 9th, then it'll be easier if we can wait to get the maps, because I didn't think they would get done that fast. Then we could go out to the public, and that's the kind of the idea, is trying to go out to the different areas of the county, some public libraries, a community center, or something like that, and have meetings in their districts, and let the public come out to there, because we can't get people here. It's really difficult.
How many sites do we envision?
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. So that's the whole, come up with an idea of dates that we could do it. If we can wait till after the 10th and get that timeline, if we could figure that out tonight, that'd be really good.
So,
And we have some time because we're going to be here for a little bit.
yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Okay, so.
Let's think this through.
We can possibly get some maps by what date?
Possibly by next Friday.
So that's,
Okay.
Tom sounded like.
that's the
I'll confirm that, but it sounded like.
12th. Okay. And are we going to meet and look at those maps amongst ourselves or individually, or just accept that there are 4 of us to review with the public?
I think as soon as we get them, we go ahead and publish the maps to the website.
Okay.
Have them printed, and the way that we requested to have different options of viewing them, PDF, interactive, things like that, and then publish them to the website. Have some paper map, different viewing options based on the type that they want to look at. We're going to have a very short time frame to do this because that week of Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm not going to even be here.
I won't be here either.
So okay, let's look at this.
Yeah, let's look at
So
traffic dates.
And
So-
I know, Melinda, you said you're going to be gone the 17th, and we're going to work with that as well. Okay, the 12th.
If we could have.
Which
them-
is, this is
we'll
better
be here-
because
we'll be here that day
on the 12th.
for the certificate, or the finalization of the cows election, right? We're already
That's
going to meet.
The 19th
Wait,
is
The
the
12th.
certification.
Second, next weekend, next Friday, we'll be doing the certifying the annual school election on the 12th.
Okay.
Do we have to do that? Never mind. Well, we'll get to that 19th date in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to leave early. So.
I'll be here. I don't leave till the 23rd.
So on the 12th, we could make that one of the public comment periods
Yeah, you could.
here at this location. That could be the first one at the downtown location. Did you just make a face?
No, no,
I saw your face.
never, never.
I saw your face, Amanda.
Okay, November 12th.
So November 12th, that will be the very first comment period. I have known you too long.
Right now we have no.
So,
And that's
Are
the
you waiting
also the
for,
certified
uh,
school.
You still owe me a Mountain Dew.
There's one in there. You want it?
Not yet. When
That's
I
the
get my
one
Mountain Dew, it's going to be when you're not ready for it.
Oh, later, okay.
It's
So
going to be
that's
Mountain
the
Dew
first,
slushy.
first thing for public comment on the 12th?
On the
When
12th.
we do the reveal?
Yeah, the reveal. Yeah, can we have like a big reveal? I'm just kidding.
and what about, do we want to go ahead and do an email address that we can put on our
So
site?
redistricting at
Just
votepulaski.net.
Just,
Can we do redistricting at votepulaski.net? Everybody good
What-
with
What about
that?
public comment?
for
That's-
public comment, we'll put it on our redistricting page, for public comment, please email.
And then we'll just push those out to the, is there a way to push those out to the site? Or can we just,
It would be like your PCEC email where you'll
I
have.
know, but you know how they are posting those? I mean, or can we create a document that someone is just updating and putting the comments on there so people can see what the comments are? I mean,
Oh, what people are public in.
You want to read it before you push it out there. I mean, the comments need to be,
Yeah, you'll want to,
well, it's public information.
you
Right.
don't want them
well,
thinking some ugly words in the.
It's,
if
We
somebody
can't have
was
another
being
Zoom
weird.
incident. Yeah. We don't have an interact. We don't
what
have
I'm
an
saying, and
email.
what you can do is create a document, paste the information into the document, because you might have to redact some type of information if they put something in there that you don't, it's not public. Maybe get with Adam on that. You can keep that. You can maybe do it every so many few days, right? So you're not constantly having to go in there. If anyone tries to send a comment to the main, say please please email this comment to redistricting so you're not gonna have to check every single thing, right?
Right, because the main one is getting to where we use it so much for mass communication and.
That's why it'd
and
be
we
nice
just-
if we had
it'd
one that
be-
was like board at
just for-
votepulaski.net.
Is it going to be just an email submission of your comments?
It would
or
be
is there-
ideal if we had a form, but from my understanding, we just don't have the ability to do that. To have a form submission. Is that what you said? We didn't have the ability to do a form submission right now.
There was
Do we
one
do-
that I forwarded from the school district, had it set up where they were receiving comments on a form.
Well, we had. That's what I was at. That's what I had asked. I don't know if I asked you or who I asked it last year, because I
Emailed it
said
to you.
Was it-
we have Office 365. Office 365 has Power Apps, and you can create forms on that. And so,
Yeah,
I
and
don't-
I mean, they have to be able to integrate to the Joomla site, and I mean,
Uh,
all of the forms that exist inside of that, besides being 15-year-old technology,
okay.
it has to. It's like its own little web page maker, and it won't play with any
Okay.
Microsoft app.
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
That's why I
That
was
makes
saying that,
sense.
considering the freeformness of this, it's probably going to be best to have the dedicated mailbox where people can just email their whatever they want to say, and then you can take it and do.
So there's going to be
whatever.
some manual process to this,
There will definitely be some
unfortunately.
manual process.
But going
Yeah.
forward, the next whoever's here in 10 years will have a form. But we're going to have a plan for them in 10 years that they can go do all these things and they won't have to reinvent the wheel. And they're going to know they can do all these things. So
Technology will be so completely
they can just
different
they
from
can
what
hit
we're doing.
what's that easy button,
Technology.
and it's going to be done for
The
them.
plus side, though, with an email, they can put whatever they want in there, present it to you, and then we can publicly post. You know, they won't be bound by any character limit in a form field. That's the biggest thing I was running up against.
Oh,
is a lot of the
sure.
form fields
Exactly.
have definite character limits, and people may not be able to express what they want to express.
So this is only
It's
limited
unclear.
to Pulaski County residents.
Right. And being that it is something that exists on the internet, we will have to take that with whatever grain of salt you can get,
Mhm.
because there's not any real way to filter out.
Right.
Well, we can do what the quorum court does, where they have to provide their address.
What did you say? Please provide your
If you would wish
physical
this
address
comment
and
to
your.
be considered by the board,
Yeah.
please include your complete Pulaski County mailing address.
Yeah. Your-
Yes.
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 Something to that nature.
That's how they do the quorum court for public comment. That way and we can ask Adam if we're allowed to redact that before we publish it, so that people don't have that, because some people may not want comment if they have that
Only used for
information.
verification purposes.
Yeah.
And say that we wouldn't repost that on the website.
So you run that down, okay. So, and I don't think we can redact it, but some people may not want that on there. So we'll keep it running maybe every 3 days, unless it gets starting to get crazy. I don't think we're going to get that many public comments, honestly. We'll be lucky to get 2 a day. I mean, people, I think most people don't realize that you do the quorum court district, so.
We have 8 viewers tonight, so we're getting out.
Yeah, there's people watching.
Those people will talk.
There's a lot of elections going on tonight across the country, so I
That's
think
right.
they're more interested in Twitter.
I will
on
say
Twitter
this,
world.
our viewership went from, as soon as you started talking about redistricting, we went from 3 to 8, and now we're up to 9.
We appreciate you, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the public comment period. We need to go ahead and get that up as soon as possible, because we want people to go ahead and be able to do the public comment period.
I can open that up tomorrow if you guys get
Okay.
to go ahead. The mailbox, yeah.
And we need to be pushing that on Facebook and Twitter that's available and how to get there. So on the meeting dates, first one downtown, 11/12.
That's going to be at the close of, like at 5.
Yeah, after what are we doing that day?
Just sort of.
Is that it?
Certifying the school election and provisional ballot period
For the counties.
for the school.
That's for school.
Oh.
Certify the school provisional review for the cows.
Yes.
That's what
And then
I'm saying.
final provisional hearing for the school before we certify. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can do, the
Yeah.
public thing after that.
And then the public thing after that.
Mhm.
And that's when we're going to reveal the maps.
Okay, so
Get a cloth that we can hang on.
I'm going to cancel some PT appointments so that we can get this done. Let me pull up my other calendar. Let's see here. Don't tell Zach unless he's watching.
So we'll see maps.
Let's see here. So the on Monday the 15th. Okay. Yeah, that's a tight window, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We need to try to do because that's the week before Thanksgiving. So we literally need to try to hit Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And because we have a meeting that Friday, which I'm really hoping I can maybe just zoom in that day. If we can do 3 or 4 that week. I know.
Public hearings
Yeah.
in the evenings. That's going to be hard to find a location to
Yeah.
accommodate us. I mean, it really will. The library's closed.
Yep.
That's a week.
What,
The
did-
15th.
Melinda had
Unless-
said you had mentioned maybe like on Saturday.
I did, but I know that wasn't a popular choice.
Well, I don't think it's so unpopular because you could hit maybe 3 locations in one day.
Okay.
And, I mean, you could get that all done on the 13th.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I know that's a tough choice.
I was just thinking about this. Oh, whatever. Just getting the
If we
notice
could
on the
get it-
12th, I'm trying to,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Unless,
13th,
and, you know, I don't even know, I'm trying to think of where we could go.
Well,
I mean,
we
this building right here is gonna be empty on the weekends.
we need to go out to the county, so we need to go out to the district. So we need to go out
Well, there are
towards.
15 districts.
Well, we're not going to do
I
that, but
know.
we need to just go out to different parts of the county. So,
probably, what are we thinking, like, D,
Oh, yeah, D Brown, they've got a nice
Southwest.
conference room.
W Southwest. Then we want,
We do north side of the river,
Layman.
Layman, Sherwood, Jacksonville, Monroe.
West Little Rock.
I'm not gonna please everybody, no matter what we
That's Little
do.
Rock.
I mean, that's
Right.
the most growth in the entire county.
Yeah.
We may need to find a better spot than our early vote location, because it's a little bitty room.
Where?
Roosevelt Thompson.
Oh, yeah, I think you need to find a, Bear Road has a big room.
I mean, I wonder
If
if
we-
like the city center or something like that would accommodate. Like Emmanuel City Center or something like that would
that's what I was
accommodate.
thinking.
Sorry, I meant to say that.
Do you go to Emmanuel?
Hmm.
Why don't you ask them? Because there's plenty of room there.
I'm not sure who I don't know the people
We
that
have
do the
our-
polling
okay.
site stuff. Because they're one of the polling sites.
Right.
I got married there,
I
but
think
My
what-
brother goes there too.
And now we need something on the north side of the river.
Not
north
the
side of the
brother.
river is North Little Rock.
North Little Rock, Maumelle, Sherwood, Jacksonville. Do you want to hit just one spot over there or two?
You're gonna have to find out if there's a room to be used
Mhm.
and what time of day and if there's a fee to use it.
I feel like if we did like maybe a public post that we're trying to do this, and we might get some feedback. We also reached out to our sites.
What we could do is look at these polling locations,
Mhm.
look at the distance, and see how long we want our meetings to be, and just need to plan it out as soon as they
I think they're going to have to
confirm.
be just like 1 hour meetings. So
Mhm. Then,
give about 30 minutes for travel. Well, unless you're on Cantrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
We
maybe
don't wanna go in that way.
1.5 hours for the meetings. Just in case.
Okay,
Um,
easy, pull it down one of the bags, just make sure you make sure you
If
put that one set
if we
back in the
can't get
location.
anyone to staff the meeting on the Saturday,
262, what's the name of
I
it?
think you'd find the staff would be happy to give up one Saturday
Right,
than
right.
4
That's
different
what
nights a
I would
week.
love to
When I
just
get all the stuff
knock
back,
it out
I'll
on a
look at it.
Saturday,
I'm gonna find it, but I can know.
and then
Okay.
get a lot of extra time off during Thanksgiving.
DS 200.
Right,
Yeah.
especially after these 2 elections.
And it would shorten
We can have our
this
meetings
whole
back.
December timeline most
Don't worry about that.
likely.
Yeah, don't worry about
Because
that.
then we wouldn't have to be, this would shorten my December timeline.
It probably makes sense to do it
Okay.
if we could do it on the 13th.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It would because we wouldn't be stretching this out through December.
No, I
That
think
I
it's
can
sealed
do
with the
is
ballot
kind of-
box that has the vote ballots in it,
we'll just
and
scope
the number 1 bag
these
that has the
places
DS 200
out
stick
and
in it.
look, and then see how far
That's correct,
apart.
yes ma'am, you
what-
got it.
Look, I mean,
You
and
know,
especially look at our variances too, and where that populate. I mean, I think it should be kind of driven too, and where we lost and gained, and who is going to be the most affected.
Well, when you look at what's lost and gained, it's going to be affecting the eastern part of the county
Mhm.
and the western part of the county in a growth thing rather than shrinking like some of the other parts
Mhm.
are shrinking.
Yeah.
And that's also going to affect the north side of the river on the eastern JP 10, 9, and leave 11 in that
Yeah.
area that's shrinking.
And depending on the
I-
plan that's
Mhm.
chosen, you know, it'll, so probably trying to hit, like you said.
I think Latham might be a good location to accommodate the north side of the river. They have space
Yeah.
if they're available for an hour and a half on that day.
Then D Brown seems good.
I think so.
Doesn't it,
Yeah.
for that area.
Mhm.
Then it maybe.
Jacksonville has that, not just Odom.
Community center.
I was about to
That's
say,
what I was thinking.
I was about to say Jack Daniels.
If they have a big
Well,
community
that'd
center.
be good too.
Oh, Christy's tired. What is,
I guess
Jacksonville has a community.
what is it
center.
called? What is it? What's the name of that community center?
Oh, in
Jacksonville?
Walnut? Just Odom?
No, in Jacksonville.
Oh.
Just Jacksonville Community Center.
Did it used to be called something else?
I think we can do just that. No?
No, it's the Jacksonville Community Center.
No, I mean.
Is there
the-
one that's called Jack something?
the mall.
Jack
Oh,
Evans
Jack-
Senior
Jack
Center.
Evans.
Yeah.
That's why you said Jack.
And there's
I
the
don't
Jacksonville,
know.
Those Jacks.
Jacksonville Boys and Girls Club too.
That's in Sherwood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Which one?
And then the
And you'll
one
pick
we
us in
have,
the Cabot, the Pulaski on the Cabot side.
and the one we have here on that first day will get the ball rolling.
Mhm.
And you'll probably get all the Quorum Court people to show up
Yes.
for
yeah.
the big reveal.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
do Jacksonville Community Center or the Jack
Or the
Evans?
Sherwood.
No, it's to Jacksonville, unless they can't do it.
Unless they can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's-
Sherwood has a lot of change in that area.
And then a manual.
Right. Sherwood's the one area that has a lot of,
Check with the manual.
I think we've got one here, the first one, and then if we could do D Brown, that's gonna accommodate.
we need to
them.
get as far out west as we can to pick up those folks, 'cause they won't go out this side. So if we can get as far out west as we can, because they might not go all the way to Manual.
You could do CA Vines.
Yes,
Too
you
far.
could.
No, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that people that live out that way are going to be interested in coming to a meeting.
They'll anything on Rawling or, out that way, they'll go.
We'll check into an email.
I
Do
think
Brown.
View would be a good one. They got a big auditorium.
Yes, they do. Bailey went to school there.
Who?
Pinnacle View.
Pinnacle View UMC.
That's a school.
And I think they would do it. I don't think they'd have any problem with
Is Pinnacle View a church or is
Yes.
that. It is a church, yes.
Oh, the church.
Mm-hmm.
Used to
Oh,
be
Pinnacle
Winfield.
View, the church. I say Pinnacle View, the
Oh,
school.
Of course.
They renamed
How-
it.
Okay, Winfield or even Highland Valley. That's pretty far out there.
Yeah. Anything down Highway 10 would pick up a lot of that
That'd
growth.
Well, Highland Valley would keep you off of Highway 10.
Yeah, but that would work.
Mhm.
Right over there by Costco.
Yes, across from Costco.
Mhm.
Would that be the preference?
I think that might be a
I think
good.
that's a
The
pretty
highway.
good
I just didn't
location.
know then if they can't.
And if we could put like a sign, public meeting redistricting.
Mhm.
They may not know what kind of redistricting they're going to, but they're going to find out.
They'll show up.
Quorum.
Maybe. Yeah. And I think we've got to, if we could do those,
Yeah,
Just to check
we
out
could
if
do
they're
like
not available.
3 of those on that Saturday and then
Yeah.
that one the Friday before and then we're ready for public comment
What you think?
that we'll review.
That could work.
I think that would be good.
And we'll go ahead and add that to our website and go ahead and get public input now. I mean, anything that,
And once we have,
it's okay for suggestions.
absolutely,
now.
and
We
once,
have had people
and then
call.
once we have that, then we need to and I'll look at it and think through, and then submit it to everybody else, or submit to you to submit to everybody else, how that, for us to like what we need to do, because then we'll need to look through all those comments, and then there's going to have to be like a little period,
Review.
kind of of a review, and then that should shrink that timeline, and then
I noticed I was a little worried about our timeline. Because the clerk getting.
Well, the Secretary of
everything
State's
in.
office said as long as we got by 12:31,
Mhm.
which I was like, well, should I really do it before
So
that?
you could go ahead and post the dates, November tentative days. November 12th is our first reveal.
A tentative date of November 12th, as long as as long as we contingent upon getting the maps
Okay.
on that day.
And then
And we
I'll
wouldn't
check-
publish
I'll
them
check
on the
with Metro
side
Plan on
until
that.
we get them that day, because we
Right.
don't want anything to be.
We want to what?
We don't want anything published until we actually see them.
You're going to see them first.
Yes.
And so you could, yeah. You're going to see them before the 12th?
No. I'm saying, like, when we have the reveal, I don't want anything published until we see them.
Okay. I was going
so we're going
It
to
almost
look
be like
at
a
them.
at the meeting. I'm saying at the meeting. So, like, I don't want them to be published anywhere until we get them.
right.
But simultaneously, that for Metro Plan, I would like us to have a computer and be able to look at them and be able to zoom in and see streets and everything else, and also have a paper copy of the map at the meeting. So that would be ideal, so that we can actually see, because you can't tell anything
Mhm.
by looking at
Should
those
we bring
paper
our own
maps.
laptops and do it with our own computers, or do you have decent devices to be? I didn't think you did.
We have the same laptops.
We're needing to either upgrade those or, that's one thing I was going to look at is either that or do a keyboard with a tablet. Tablets are, well,
You
those
can't
are
get you
small.
can't get those
You can't.
right now anyway. No, there's no time to get them.
Oh, no. That's what, so that's, the ones that they use now are like,
And I can
but
bring-
what
I
is
can-
it, 12?
Well, I can bring my own
Metro
laptop.
Plan has a mobile, large format television.
I was gonna say,
monitor.
if we could put something on the
Does.
TV.
Metro
to-
Plan has one that they use for their meetings. I don't know, I'm certainly not speaking for them, but I know they have that resource, and I think it's one of those that you can draw on. But they have that specifically to show maps in a meeting format.
Okay, I like that.
Because that projector in there will not do what we want to do. It's extraordinarily old and
Let's
it
ask
doesn't
them.
have any detail. But the thing
So
that
we can
they
turn off
have-
some lights.
Oh, we can definitely, we can make the lights go out. We can do that. We can make fire. We can there's stone tools. But no, they do, it's very sophisticated and we might reach out to them and
That would be
Certainly
cool.
draw it over.
Yeah, should we,
We wouldn't be able to take that on the road with us, though.
we can let them.
That would be cool.
On the absentees, we can go ahead and let them process the ones.
Yes. Please.
Because then they'll be able to,
Yeah.
the poll workers will be.
Unless you're going to call out the names.
Yeah, we do need that.
Oh, yeah.
What, on the do counts, yes. Here, do the honors. Please. I fumbled enough things tonight, I don't need to be reading names.
Okay, we're going to count the vote of Andrew B. Williams.
You have to do the precinct number. It's on the ballot, right on the front. On the bottom.
From precinct 5.02. From precinct 66.01, we are counting Jerry Lee Staley's ballot. From voting precinct 101.01, we are counting Brandon N. Peterson's ballot. Voting precinct 129.03. We're counting Jimmy E. Richardson's ballot.
5.
We also want to read what's not being counted.
They'll be notified.
Okay.
2, 3. Say this is why we read them out loud.
She only had 6 to review. That's why I keep it.
That's right. We got 6 right here.
I don't think we have to read the do not counts. No, I don't think so. I'd like these to be secure. Go ahead and secure these. Okay. Thank you. So, we can still talk. She's
Okay,
out of
so,
room.
yeah, I'm hopeful that, we can use the Metro Plan to do the presentation on the 12th. That would depend on them wanting to let us use their equipment and stay after hours.
Yeah.
And we won't have that luxury when we go on the road.
We can print large maps though, right?
We can.
Off the,
Yeah.
and put them on an easel.
Yes,
Or-
we can.
Or, right.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the same as the other Board of Apportionments, what they do.
Yeah, exactly. And we could do that over here too, for that
Mhm.
matter, but.
Right, so we'll need to have some extra. So we want to have some traveling maps that are on cardboard backing, and then we're going to want to have some that stay here.
Mhm. And that 19th date, think you were going to be
I'm wanting to leave
early? that day?
early, because we're driving to Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
long
available.
drive.
I don't leave until the following Tuesday.
So
So
Yeah.
we could Zoom with you.
that's what I was thinking. I'm a little concerned that I will get in a dead spot.
Yeah.
But if that happened, I mean, I think y'all got it.
That's the 19th.
I think y'all can handle it.
That's the day we certify
The
something.
cows
Okay.
election. And you don't need you can just do majority, so if something happened
Okay.
and I lost video because there's some dead spots going through Mississippi and Louisiana. I was saying we may leave that Friday and I may be driving, and there's a possibility I would lose video capability.
That's on the 19th.
Bailey's pressure me. We're going to Disneyland.
Wait now.
You should.
Leave on the 19th.
Leave on the 19th.
Yeah, because that's when I go see my dad. He actually had surgery today.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is
his
he doing
cancer.
okay?
He's making it.
What is this?
Agent Orange. It's
Oh, that's terrible stuff. This December 10th maps posted for online public comment. We've nixed that because we're going to do that.
yeah, that's what I'm going to go through the timeline
Okay.
and see if I can't try to come up with a tighter timeline, and then like a review period. I'm going to nix anything from the 19th through the. Hold on.
I won't be here.
Yeah, so anything from the 19th through the 28th.
I won't be here on the 28th,
Yeah, as I'm saying, nothing on, that's a Sunday.
but I'll be here. Oh yeah, okay. I'll be here on Monday. I'll get.
In the morning, I'll check with Metro Plan, and then I'll look at
I
your
won't be
dates
until that
and
night though.
get and then send it back to you.
Or you could rest in the morning.
Okay.
I'm going to send you my dates to be.
You
Put
could
out
like
there
take a
too.
break,
Yes.
Melinda. You could take a
Yeah.
break.
I'll be excited. I was nervous with
It's November. Oh, that's
You've
November.
done really
I'm so
good.
confused.
So,
It's December. This is December dates.
yes.
that. Yeah, and that would be a good
Well, I'll be
idea,
there.
Susan, and the too, if you guys think of when you'll be out, even within this time frame, just send it.
Yeah, I'll send it
And
to
I'll
you.
kind of mark it on
Okay.
my calendar too, just for anything else we do from here, you know,
Yeah, I got confused with the December dates.
if it falls in the
mixing up.
redistricting.
Okay.
Do we have any outstanding UACAVA?
Let me go pull that email. She sent us that
Balance
email.
this up.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at it.
Okay. Do we have any sites in?
No. I saw something out in the hall a minute
Got
ago, and I said,
excited.
"Do we have something?" But it wasn't that. It was a trash can.
Okay, well, I think we made headway selecting dates to start this redistricting process. I feel good about that.
Contact our place.
Mm-hmm. And it's just whatever's available and times of day.
The most important part is just getting the information out to the public and then they know about it, so that they know that it's available. That's gonna be really important. Contacting all the media outlets.
Maybe
Get
get
the
a
information out.
little update.
Yeah, you're supposed to go to St. Teresa's,
Something like that.
Mhm.
6219 baseline.
Is there a way to highlight the redistricting portion?
You may need to drive
of the
around.
page?
You may need to
Jody
drive around. It's
actually
a pretty
put
big
it to the
complex. If I had to guess, it's towards
But
the
right
back near
now,
the gym.
it's still going to the homepage because we're having these elections.
Mhm.
All right,
but
yeah,
I
drive toward
think
the back.
we were gonna
There's a-
have it
there's a
where
road that
it
goes
goes
between
right
the
to
church and the
redistricting.
school.
Okay.
And if
When
you go
the-
back there,
during
that's
the
where they do
redistricting.
elections. So go
Okay,
back there
good.
and check.
But I had them do a separate tab.
And your
Yeah.
meeting
Where
Looks
with-
good.
moved it
your
to
meeting
the
with,
It looks
front.
good, by the way.
Yeah.
Christine Bell. I'll call her to make sure she's on there, okay? All right, I'll give her a call right now, okay?
So, shall we recess for a little while?
All right, thanks.
What would be your suggestion?
I guess recess while the returns come in.
But have our-
We, it's hard to know the time because
I know.
You got
they
the
all
whole-
have to
you
check
got
in all that.
PCSSD in this mix, and that's
Yep.
the far
Mansfield
reaches.
City Hall this afternoon. I drove out there today, let me tell you,
Okay,
it takes a minute.
it does take a minute. We'll be lucky to get it all in by 10. You're hoping? I'm hoping too. I'm hoping out there, public.
The recess till 9:30?
That's what I was thinking, 9:30.
Okay, we'll recess till 9:30.